The Glamour Boys by Chris Bryant. Narrated by Raj Ghatak. Preface. The Hidden Story. If you look carefully behind the Speaker's chair in the House of Commons, just underneath the press gallery, there is a row of 23 shields, each of them about 5 inches high. Some have letters surrounded by laurels painted in gold on a blue background. The third from the left has RB, for Robert Bernays, and one in the middle has JRJM, for John Robert Jermaine McNamara. Others have ornate crests. Ronald Cartland's, 6th from the left, has 3 bushels and a golden griffin, and immediately next to it, Victor Cazalet's sports a castle, a boar, and 2 fleur-de-lis. Each shield commemorates an MP who lost his life in active service in the Second World War, but you will probably never have heard of them. Cartland's name may ring a bell because of his novelist sister Barbara, but you will almost certainly not know that at least 4 of the men were queer, or nearly queer, that is to say, gay, bisexual, or somewhere in between, and that they had shown as much courage personally and politically before the war as they did during it, defying convention and the party managers in Parliament, the whips, with remarkable sang-froid. Most families, biographers, and historians deliberately excised any hint of their sexuality from such accounts of their lives as do exist, and virtually wiped them from the history books. Even recent historians have seen these men's shared sexuality as an irrelevance. This, then, is their true, unexpurgated story. A story of unsung bravery at a defining moment in Britain's history. They visited Germany in the early 1930s because Berlin was the most sexually liberal city in the world, and men could have sex with one another there with impunity, unlike in Britain. They knew plenty of queer Germans, including several leading Nazis, and as young, mostly conservative members of Parliament, they supported a rapprochement with Germany. However, they saw danger when Hitler won power, as the Nazis arrested their queer and Jewish friends, sent them to concentration camps, and murdered them. So, they were among the very first to warn Britain about Hitler, and the most vocal in demanding that Britain oppose him, not appease him. They were attacked as warmongers, their phones were tapped, and they were threatened with deselection and exposure, but they repeatedly demanded that Britain rearm so as to challenge Nazism. The very fact that they were different from the rest of society made it easier for them to differ from the rest of the public. They were already outsiders and were accustomed.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?